Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. If you're new here, my name is Tasia and I mainly do beauty videos. But before we start off this video, I just want to say I hope you all are doing well and taking care of yourselves. But today I will be doing a first impressions video on 3 new products, which will be the Too Faced Born This Way matte foundation, the Mercier honey translucent setting powder, and the Mcgrath Mothership Rose Decadent eyeshadow palette. And if you want to see how I feel about those products and see how I got this look, please keep on watching. So like I said before, we're going to be doing a first impressions of a couple products I've picked up recently. But to start off with, I'm going to be going in with my Glam Glow Moisture Trip moisturizer. And I did do my brows off camera just using my Morphe brow cream in the shade Java. And next we're going to be using my Touch and Skull Pretty Filter Glassy Skin Balm. And this stuff works really good. It leaves your skin feeling very moisturized. And it smooths out your skin as well. Then I'm going to be using my Touch and Soul No Poreblem priming eraser, and I'm just going to apply that in my T-zone. Just going to smooth it out with my finger. And this will just help to kind of hide my pores, or at least make them look smaller. Now I'm just going to be doing a little bit of color correcting with my e.l.f. color correcting stick. Usually I don't really use the color correcting stick, but I am getting some breakouts, so I just want to try to hide them as best as possible and cover up some old acne scars. And kind of help with hiding my dark circles. And then I'm going to use some a little bit around my mouth just to get rid of a little bit of that discoloration that's around there too. Now I'm just going to blend it out. Don't worry, the foundation will definitely cover this up. The first new product I'm going to be using today is the Born This Way matte foundation. And it has everything the original one has in it: the coconut water, alpine rose, and hyaluronic acid. This is supposed to blur imperfections. It's supposed to be weightless on the skin, and it's supposed to have undetectable coverage. The box says this oil-free 24-hour matte foundation masterfully diffuses the line between makeup and skin. Our matte formula stays completely color true while covering imperfections to reveal the all-day, shine-free look of naturally flawless skin. Lightweight wear and coverage so undetectable they'll think you were born this way. So I have actually worn this out just so I could do a side-by-side picture of how it looked after I finished my makeup and then how it looked. I think it was about 7-8 hours that I had worn it, so I will insert the side-by-side pictures towards the end of this video so you guys can see if it's long wearing or not. But first I'm going to shake this up, and I'm just going to be putting it directly onto my face, and then I'm going to blend it out with my sponge from Beauty Bakery. So guys, I'm so sorry, but my camera cut off and I didn't even realize it, but I've already finished my foundation, and I also put on concealer. And for concealer, I just used my Born This Way concealer in the shade Chestnut. And if you've seen my previous videos, you know this is one of my favorite, and I just used a tad bit of my Tarte Shape Tape concealer under the eyes just to brighten it up a little bit more. But as far as the foundation goes, it's very easy to apply, blends out nicely, it's smoothing, it makes the skin look very healthy and nice. It's very breathable, and it does have buildable coverage. But I have another product I want to try out with you guys, and that is the Laura Mercier Honey Setting Powder, and this is the mini version. I always like to get the mini because it's so much product in the regular size one, and it takes me forever to get through setting powder, so I decided to get the mini version. So I saw someone do this technique. It didn't come with one of those little puffs. I'm actually taking this from my Rimmel Stay Matte Setting Powder, and I'm just going to try out the technique I've seen recently to see how it works. So I forgot who I saw this from, but I will like insert her name. But you just fold it up like a little taco, and you dip it in your setting powder like that, and then you just press it in like that. Of course, it's supposed to set your concealer, but doing this technique, it's just supposed to make it look more flawless and actually get the press the powder into your skin so your makeup will last longer. This is actually my first time trying this powder, so I don't have anything to compare it to. Let me see what the box says. It says, this iconic translucent loose setting powder sets makeup for 12 hours. Weightless wear with a matte finish. This no flashback formula creates a soft, focused effect to subtly blur the look of fine lines and imperfections without looking cakey. Next, I'm going to be going in with my Ace Beauty Bronze in Paradise palette. I'm going to be using the darkest shade right here, and this has actually become one of my favorite bronzers. It's so nice, and it has very nice rich pigment, and a little bit does go a long way. So if you do end up getting this, be light-handed. The way I'm applying my bronzer this time, I'm just brushing it upward into my cheekbone. I find that I get a better application when I do it like that. Now I'm just going to be using what's left over on my brush on my nose. I'm just going to be taking whatever powder is left over on this puff and putting it underneath where I put my bronzer. Okay, now I'm just going to sweep away the setting powder, but I'm going to leave the setting powder that is under my eyes, since I still have to do eyeshadow. That looks pretty good though so far. But I'm going to prime my eyelids with my Born This Way concealer, if I can find it. There it is. And I'm just going to blend it out with a brush. I'm just going to take a little bit of that setting powder and put it on my lid just to set that concealer. So you guys, now for eyeshadow. And the eyeshadow I'm going to be using today is the new Mcgrath Rose Decadence palette, and she always has such beautiful packaging, as you can see. But this is how the palette looks. Very pretty. So to start off, you guys, I'm going to be going in with Peach Dusk, and I'm going to be putting that in my crease area. And these shades are very pigmented. Look how nice that looks. And it blends out very well. Okay, so next I'm going to go in with Hedonistic Rose. That's right there. Now I'm just going to be putting it on the outer corner of my eye. Just like this. I'm not going to be blending it in my crease or anything, just blending it outward like that. I wanted to try something a little bit different this time. And I have to remember to give you guys swatches after I finish this eye look, but I'm going to wet my brush, and then I'm going to be going in with a little bit of golden honey and also pink champagne. And I'm going to be starting at the inner corner of my eye. So I'm just applying a little bit of that golden honey, and then I'm going to top it with the pink champagne. Such a pretty shade. Okay, so then I'm going to be going in with Fuchsia Flame. And I'm just trying to pat that shade on there a little bit. Because if you try to blend it out too much with a wet brush, the color will start to get patchy, and we do not want that. So that's why I'm just patting the color in. So you guys, I forgot to do swatches for this, so I'm just going to go back in really quick and show you guys swatches for this palette. So this is pink champagne. The next shade is Peach Dusk. Then we have Fuchsia Flame. Next is Hedonistic Rose. Then we have Scandalous. And lastly, we have Golden Honey. So as you can see, this is a very beautiful palette. But for lashes, I'm going to be going in with my Ace Beauty lashes in the style Artemis. That's how they look. You guys, I have to like wait to do my mascara nowadays after I put on my lashes, because if I put mascara on, like my false lashes begin tangled up in my actual lashes, and then I have to keep trying to reapply the lash. It's such a pain, so I just put on my mascara afterwards. So now that I got both lashes on, I'm going to be going in with my maneater mascara from Tarte. But before I do that, I'm going to get rid of this setting powder that's under my eyes. No white cast or anything. I am so far feeling this setting powder. But let's go ahead and put on this mascara. So I'm going to be going in with my NYX lip pencil as my eyeliner today, and this is the shade Mauve. So for blush, I think I just want to use a shade from this palette, and I think I'm going to go ahead and go in with Peach Dusk. That's really pretty as a blush. I think I want to layer a little bit of hedonistic rose on top of it, just a little bit. That's pretty. And for highlighter, I think I'm going to use the Golden Honey shade. I'm not going to be too heavy because, like I said, these shades are very pigmented. Now before I get to my lips, I'm going to smoke out my lower lash line, and I think I'm just going to do the whole lower lash line with hedonistic rose. I meant to do this before I did my mascara, but it'll be fine. Now I'm just going to put a little bit more of pink champagne in the inner corners. So for lips today, I'm going to be going in with my NYX lip liner in the shade Nutmeg. Now I'm going to be using my MAC mini lipstick in the shade Whirl. I'm going to be going in with my NYX Lingerie liquid lipstick in the shade Silk Indulgence. I'm just going to apply a little bit in the middle of my lips. So now I'm just going to set my face, and I'm going to use my Milani Make It Last setting spray, and this has definitely become one of my favorites. It's so good. It makes your makeup last so long. Guys, so here is the finished look, and I will post those side by sides of the Born This Way matte foundation right here. So all in all, the Born This Way matte foundation did okay. I do have combination skin, so I do get oilier in my T-zone. I wish it was a bit more long wearing, and I will do a little test right now just to show you guys how transfer resistant it is. So this is just a white piece of paper, and I'm just gonna press it in, and that's how it looks. Just a little bit on there, but not much at all. So for the most part, it is transfer resistant. It's not completely transfer proof though. Like I said before, it's lightweight, it's buildable, it has really nice coverage, it's medium buildable coverage, it feels skin light. So all in all, it's a pretty nice foundation. It's just not as long wearing as it claims, like lasting 24 hours. I don't think so, but for the most part it will do fine, and with some blotting papers or some setting powder to touch up the makeup, I think it will be okay. And I really did like the Laura Mercier Honey translucent setting powder. It worked pretty good. I think it really set my makeup nicely. And of course, I really love the Mcgrath Mothership Rose Decadent palette. The shades are very nice. They blend out well. They're very pigmented. I think they will work for many skin tones, as I said before. But yeah, so here is the look. And I hope you all enjoyed this video. If you did, please like, comment, and subscribe. And I will see you all in my next video. Bye guys.